Welcome today to this reading from our Sacred Soul Journey deck of the March 2024 equinox. This is the time where we need to come into balance. Coming into the equinox, we're reminded that we're no longer in the fullness of summer and no longer in the quiet of winter, but at different parts of the planet. The northern hemisphere is about to enter the spring equinox, and the southern hemisphere is about to go quietly into the autumn equinox. And the two equinoxes have two very different energies that go about them. But it's important to understand what it is we need to learn to do to be part of this. All of these things, whether we're talking about equinoxes, whether we are talking about first or last quarter moons, are about finding balance within ourselves. It's not a case of going full out, and it's not a case of stopping altogether. In terms of the spring equinox, it's time for us to look at the new growth, those intentions and thoughts and things we put into progress, into process in winter. Those things are now starting to grow, starting to come out of the ground and show themselves as these amazing little buds. And this aspect is, although it's an exciting time, is also a time of taking great care with new growth. It's not the time to rush out fervently, but it is planning time. It is a creative time, and it is a coming out into the sun, moving away from the dark, beginning the process of shining your light. In the southern hemisphere, we're now all going into the autumn equinox, which is a time of harvest. It's a time of what did we put into place in winter that started to grow and show itself in spring, that came to full blossom and full fruition in summer. And now we're coming into the quiet time. It's like the time of dusk, the end of the day. When you sit back at the end of the day and you look back at what has happened in the day and decide which of those parts are worth keeping and which of those parts we need to be letting go of. And interestingly enough, although we might find ourselves in different parts of the planet and might be experiencing equinox differently, our guides are also asking us to hold those two aspects within ourselves in balance at the same time. If we look at the card that has come up for the equinox today, it's about codependency and balance. It's card number 26. It's saying the message of the card is you are enough. Each and every one of us is enough. We're very, very quick to hold ourselves small against others, find ourselves unable to do what we think others can do, and very quick to hand over our power to others and allow them to make choices for us and allow them to decide which way we should be looking, thinking, eating, believing, being, forgetting that something has to resonate with us first. If it resonates with us, if we look back at what we have been doing this past year, where have you been too much of somebody else? What is that kernel, that part of you that needs to be looked at, to be understood, to know that you are the one connected deeply to Mother Earth and to Great Spirit? You are the one that has the purpose to bring through the gifts of your guides into this time when it's needed in the world. You are the one and the only one that can walk your journey and bring to the planet aspects of energy that are needed. We made choices to come here, and it's pointless trying to do somebody else's job. We can only do what we are here to do. But it's about not being codependent. It's about not finding ourselves only good enough if someone else loves us or if someone else picks up the pieces for us. It's very much about being true to who we are, putting your roots deep down into Mother Earth, allowing yourself to grow and allowing your fruits to become the things that make you. See yourself as a tree. Your branches will be strong if your roots are strong, and your trunk will give you strength to stand tall in who you are. The other card that's come up is number 3, which is all about creativity and self-knowledge. This is often an aspect that would come perhaps with the spring equinox, that creativity and that fire energy of spring. But we do need to bring that fire energy of spring even into our lives if we're in autumn, because we need to be fired up with knowing who are we going to be. And if we're in the northern hemisphere, we also need to have decided what judgments we need to put aside in order to bring that fire energy closer to us. This says to you and to all of us, don't hide your light. You have a beautiful light. You are the only one that carries that energy, that unique energy that connects you and Great Spirit and Mother Earth. There is not another energy, vibrational energy anywhere that matches that. You have come here to bring your guides, gifts to the planet, and you have come here to work closely with your guides, to hand over when it's time to hand over, not try and control and decide how things should be, but bring the balance. Do what needs to be done and then hand it back to your guides. When it's time for you to pick it up, fly with that knowledge, fly with your light. Know that you are here because you are more than capable. You are courageous, you are confident, and you can do life, and you can have passion for life. Thank you for joining me today. I always enjoy sharing these. Please feel free to contact me should you wish to follow my work in any way.